do is actually, I shouldn't say we, the Methodist Church does a big order in bulk because we can get a better rate whenever we order that food in bulk. And so what we do is we just participate as a Minister Alliance. We just give our money to them. So used to, back in the day, if you remember, we had bags that we filled and everything like that. The problem with that is you'd buy rolls, and then they'd sit here for 2 or 3 weeks, while we waited to eat them out. And the problem with that is then they all get moldy, and that's not a real good way to love other people. The other benefit of doing it all at the same time and just sending our money to the same place. The good news is that you still have an opportunity to serve together as a family. That day, there will be a time where they're packing all those bags, getting all the food in those bags to hand out, and then also handing them out. So if you're available, that'll be the Saturday before Thanksgiving. And we will make sure that we remind you of that going forward. But in the meantime, if you would like to sponsor a meal or a family for Thanksgiving, Operation Thanksgiving, you can do so by just giving a donation of $34 for each bag to the missions fund. Just put Thanksgiving on your envelope, and you can also do that online as well. Just use the drop down for the missions fund, and then put Thanksgiving in the memo, and we'll make sure that money is used to offset those costs. Also, Bulaga is right around the corner. Bulaga is usually on Halloween, because that makes sense, right? But Halloween is on a Friday night this year. It's actually on a Friday, all day. But that night there's a football game, and most of our families will be tied up in those kinds of activities. So they, at the Chamber of Commerce here in town, have decided to do Bulaga the following day, which is November the 1st, as a Saturday. And we will be handing out candy and free hot dogs and high-fiving people and enjoying the night together downtown with the rest of our town. So make sure you're planning on being there and serving for that. If you would like to, please bring candy for us to hand out. We won't have enough candy, and we know that. That's because there will be that many people downtown. But we have a basket out in the foyer. We need as much candy as we can gather up, so we can hand it all out to every kid that comes through. And we can make over their princess costumes and their Spider-Man costumes and all the fun, high-five them, give them a hot dog, and have a great night that night. Thank you very much for planning ahead on that. Everything we have is God's, and we like to stop in the middle of all the chaos and praise Him and worship Him for who He is in our lives. So if you would, let's do that right now. Would you stand up to your feet?